And it's a go. I just saw your boy Big Head Al Sharpton. Looking like a bobblehead. All right, we back with another one. We live. Call a friend, let them know. Your boy Brando back at it again. You know what I mean? All right, what we got? We got some up. Got some current events coming up. Yeah, some shit y'all need to know about, man. You know what I mean? I gotta get all this stuff together before the show, man. Cause sometimes once the show starts, it's so hard to get all this stuff together. But anyway, I got you. Let's go. Let's get into this.
The storm hits me. They don't get it. They don't see how I'm calm when the storm hits me. World's on fire, but I ain't breaking. Peace of God, no man can take it. They don't get it. They don't see how I'm calm when the storm hits me. World's on fire, but I ain't breaking. Peace of God, no man can take it. Out of walking where the shadows creep, but I don't lose rest. I still find sleep. Pressure heavy, but my soul don't fall. Got a treasure deep down this world can't hold. Hate flying rumors loud in the street, but I hear his whisper, my spirit's complete. Not by might, not by my own hand, but his mercy and grace help me take this stand. They don't get it, they don't see how I'm calm when the storm hits me. World's on fire, but I ain't breaking. Peace of God, no man can take it. They don't get it, they don't see how I'm calm when the storm hits me. World's on fire, but I ain't breaking. Peace of God, no man can take. Tears fall down, but I'm still in his plan. I'm a child of the king, not the son of the man. Try to change my mind, try to weigh my soul, but the spirit breaks locks, makes the broken whole. Through the valley I walk, head high in the shame. Not my glory, but Christ's name proclaim. Outlaw to the system, but heaven's my crew. This peace is the weapon, it cuts right through. Chaos all around, but my heart's at ease. Cause I serve the one who calms the sea. Let the world spin wild, I still ain't moved. They don't get it, they don't see.
Brando, let's get it. Okay, we back with another one. About to bring y'all up to date. Your boy Don Lemon, he got out of jail the other day. Yeah, they're gonna, run him through the system. You know how they do. At least 12 months back and forth. At least once a month. And that's just for you to have to pay your lawyer. See, Don Lemon, when you know better, you do better. And we think you know better, but you just... For the Wolves. All right, we ready? Let's go, let's get it, let's pop. D-Block, baby, I'm back at them balls. I'm back at them balls. I'm back, let's go, come on. Okay. Drop it down. Okay. Okay, now that you know that your boy Dabrand knows, I'm gonna go ahead and start the show. Follow me. I will follow you too. Follow me, baby. We gonna get there. Let's go. Come on. It's your boy Brando knows. Check it out. Yeah, shorty Diplo. Came through fast, but it slipped slow. Got that shorty out getting in trouble. Don't worry, mommy, I'm here on the double. Get it? She was moving so fast. Got a little nigga running around in the stand. Got an old motherfucker wearing that mask. Got a nigga feeling low class. But wait, baby, come on. Cause if you follow me, y'all know what we gonna do. I'ma follow you too. Come on, let's go. Cause if you follow me, yeah, y'all know what I'm gonna follow you too. So, let's get into this. It's your boy the Brando knows. Smarten you up a little bit. Cause y'all niggas is slow. Shit. Let's get into this. Fact. Motherfucker, look at y'all own the comments, man. See some other shit going on. Blast Go. Let's get it.
Chats, comments, and emojis make the world go round. I'm loving the emojis, the hearts, the chats already. And audio and video is good. So we are going to put our post in. Chats, comments, emojis. I can't really type and talk at the same time. Make the world go around. I spelled it wrong, but I don't even care. Today is a day of whoopsies. That's okay. It is pinned. Let's get off to the races. All right, beautiful bastions of freedom. Wherever you are in the incredible nation, we are going to talk about something that I find amazing. This is somewhere between a stage magician and like that animated movie of Frosty. Remember that, where like the hat rolled around and like that old creepy like 1950s like style character, animated enemy villain guy. Yeah, that's somewhere. We're somewhere in that realm. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about, or I'm not just crazy. All right, here we go. The magic, guys. If you didn't think magic was real, it's here. I'm not going to play the audio because we've kind of like seen this ad nauseum. But do you guys remember this whole situation? I don't remember what it was. It was something. It was like something about the universe ending and something about, oh my goodness gracious, what could have happened to make this such a foreign thing where it's just not got jettisoned? I mean, it's almost like it, poof. I don't know what could have happened. But they aren't talking about this anymore, are they? Remember how I told you the second that this video came out, they were just going to abracadabra this and just go poof, and it wasn't going to happen? Yeah. Magically, this isn't on any of the shows or talking or anything. I tell you what, they must have been some magic in that old hat they found, because goodness gracious, just poof, didn't exist, doesn't happen. Well, I'm going to keep on going with you guys on this one because we're on to something. There's some magic, and like I told you, You're going to love this because it's not just this. Although this is interesting, I want to show you some other magic that is also happening here. I got a super chat from Gail Chambers, $1.99. Thank you very much for the super chat, Gail. Let's keep on trucking. Now this is another piece of magic that they must have found in that old silk hat. Jeffries' office, that's Hakeem Jeffries. That's like the leader of the Democrats in the House. That's like the guy, right? Mm-hmm. Jeffries' office has advised House Democrats not to fly to Minnesota, per Axios. Now, why would they not fly to Minnesota? Do you guys remember all the virtue signal videos that we had of all the Democrats going to ICE facilities and filming themselves get the doors shut right in their faces, which, while satisfying, did still happen everywhere? Yet anybody who's anybody in the Democrat going to go do their oversight due diligence by walking into an ICE facility and then getting refused and then making a big deal about the fact that they're a member of Congress and they were refused. You know, that whole game. Well, for some reason, I can't put my finger on it. They don't want them to do that in Minnesota. Quote, visiting the state right now, although well-intentioned, puts a burden on local resources. Huh.
The worst state to live in right now is New York, and nobody's talking about it. I've spent 30 years in the insurance industry. What I'm about to tell you will...
Yeah. Taking a commercial break. And while we do that, get into something else. What we got going on right now? Pum, 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 pum. Yeah. Well, if you haven't heard, I would like for you to hear your boy Hakeem Jeffries make a fool out of himself.
It is really...
Shame on every Republican in the Senate who put this wildly unqualified person into a position of significance in the Department of Homeland Security so she could unleash brutalization on everyday Americans, American citizens, and law-abiding immigrant families. It's disgraceful. She's got to go. We are dead serious. She needs to be put on ice permanently. Shame.
What did he mean by that? We need to know in the comments. What did Hakeem Jeffries mean by she needs to be put on ice permanently?
Not spend a single. It is really important for us to have you all stand in solidarity with us. Our communities haven't been able to actually go to school.
To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice.
Well, what we're witnessing, this is why the larger picture is important here. We're at we're right on the edge cliff in terms of the possibility of America sustaining itself as a social experiment in the best sense of just becoming an empire full of might and force.
This is a cancer. White evangelical Christianity is a cancer. These are the worst of our country.
Shame on every Republican in the Senate who put this wildly unqualified person into a position of significance in the Department of Homeland Security so she could unleash brutalization on everyday Americans, American citizens, and law-abiding immigrant families. It's disgraceful. She's got to go. We are dead serious. She needs to be put on ice permanently.
Yes, this man on ICE, but also the Border Patrol, also the agency that looks over citizenships.
I want to know what he meant by that.
All of it needs to be dismantled and rebuilt so people are not terrorized by their own governmental agency.
This isn't just about what's going on here right now. This is about this not going any further. It's not going to any other states. This is about this stopping. And people don't understand, this needs to stop.
Secure borders and aggressive enforcement aren't just policy. They are crucial survival in an unpredictable republic led by a fraud-riddled uniparty. John Bound reporting for InfoWars.
And go down there and support the channel by hitting the link, man. Go to InfoWars stores, man. Some of them good old sea moss. Get you up in the morning, I'll tell you. It's great.
InfoWars.
Believe me.
News today.
America is not entering a new civil war. That's what the left has been calling it. It is multinational BlackRock, WEF manipulation through NGOs working with the CIA and other organizations to run a color revolution here in the United States. That's what globalism has been the whole time, is get rid of all nation-state sovereignty and transfer to international groups controlled by corporations. They openly admit that now with the WEF, and they've been failing. So they're using classic communist tactics here in the United States to mobilize these mercenary armies funded by corporations and NGOs to foment civil unrest that they will call a race-based civil war. That's what all their movies like Civil War and One Battle After the Next, One Battle After Another are all about. But it's a key distinction that we are fighting against globalists. It is Americans trying to preserve our very sovereignty, our very existence, and to reboot our economy, our national security, and our rights and freedoms. The left openly say death to America, openly say they hate this country. That is their main operating system. That's not just a few of them, that's the majority of them. Just go to one of their meetings. Listen to them. This country shouldn't even exist, they say, with all their liberation theology. And so now they love the Second Amendment. Now they love America. Oh, they're protected from the fascist Donald Trump. Well, they run around all their high-tech systems, jacked into police departments they control, license plate scanning conservatives and ICE and border agents and targeting them and their families, and hundreds of new videos a day saying kill white people and whiteness is inherently bad and churches are bad because they're white supremacy. Don Lemon, they're making their move, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the facts. And we have to be aware of it and understand we're in a war for our very survival.
We absolutely are. They are making their plans. They are getting organized. We have to, stop them. We have to get in and stop them. It's the only thing to do. It's the only way they stop is if they are stopped. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Alex Jones Show. I'm your host, Harrison Smith, sitting in for Alex today. I, of course, normally host the War Room in the afternoon. Stuart Rhodes is going to be taking over for me on the War Room. We have a giant show for you here on the Alex Jones Show, including, of course, the fact that Don Lemon was arrested. Don Lemon has been placed into custody. He may be making a court appearance as early as today. Minnesota church disruptor Don Lemon arrested by feds while covering Grammy Awards in Los Angeles. What an interesting career path this man has had. Imagine going from the voice of the nation during the first Trump administration, not because you actually deserved it or were worthy of anything even close to that label. You just were placed on CNN. Position of, authority, king journalist there to condemn the Trump administration no matter what, every single day. And you're on top of the world. You're making millions of dollars. Everything you say becomes a big political firestorm. And then he gets fired. And then he gets fired and becomes a live streamer and can't manage triple digits on his live stream. Nobody cares about him. It must have been a rude awakening. It must always be a rude awakening with these leftist people who think that they deserve the position that they're in, who think they are this big, important person because of their talent and skill and charisma. And then they
find out they ain't even got none in the first place. They was just bozos. You know what I mean? Don Lemon's been taken down. He's out, but he's gonna run him through the mill, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna give him that system treatment. You gotta go to court once a month, you know what I'm saying, for 12 months and keep that lawyer pockets nice and fat. With that being said, let's get back into this here shit right now. You know what I mean? Don Lemon had...
For national Democrats, there's obviously virtue to be harvested. Why would they not go? I mean, it is rife for videos and manipulation. Why would they not do it? Maybe because this right here ruined any type of national branding opportunity that they have, because that's what it's about. When the optics turn from innocent victims slain by overbearing government to insane agitator constantly agitating and aggressively assaulting ICE, all of a sudden it magically doesn't bear political fruit anymore. So maybe we just distance ourselves from this one. Guys, I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's exactly what's happening. Guys, don't go there right now. Just have we talked about anything else? I'm sure we can rustle something else up. There's no reason to go that. You don't want to put the burden on local authorities. Okay. Wink. All right. Now let's just keep on going. Maybe there's some more. Oh my God, there's an Axios article. Would you look at what we have found? Goodness gracious. I tell you what, wonders never cease. The House Democrats told by leadership not to go to Minnesota. Gail Chambers says she's just here for the mistakes. Listen, She's referring to the correction video that I put out about 3 hours ago. If you haven't seen it, please see it. But that's how we move. It's how we roll on this channel. So, it's part of the realism. Sometimes I make boo-boos. I'll always tell you. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, me too.
House Democrats have been privately advised by their leadership not to travel to Minnesota in support of anti-ICE protests there. It's almost like they don't want the optics for the Republicans constantly to do ad campaigns with Democrats standing in the riot lines with all the protesters who are getting arrested by police officers in Minnesota after Tim Walz bent over the proverbial barrel. Yeah, it's weird, but it's about resources, guys. Resources. Because you know what the Democrats are known for on these streets? Fiscal responsibility. That's what they're here for. That's what they're here. No, they're not. They don't want to get caught getting bad PR. Anyway, but in an email to Democratic congressional offices dated Monday, a copy of which was obtained by Axios, a senior staffer for House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries urged members to remain in their districts for security reasons. First it was financial, now it's security. Okay. In speaking with the Minnesota delegation offices and the governor's team, it became clear that the best thing for the members to do right now is support their Minnesota colleagues by participating in days of action in their home districts this week, the staffer wrote. Okay, translation for political BS. Don't get caught on camera being there. Do whatever you want, virtue signal over here, where you're not going to be in a riot line where Republicans can't make never-ending ad campaigns against you. So if we could go ahead and just keep you in your home districts where you're not getting caught on camera with the rioters, that would be swell. Abracadabra, it never happened. These are not the droids you're looking for. How many more references in pop culture you want? Because that's what you're seeing. Because I promise you, if this was politically rife and it wasn't a bunch of really crazy defund ICE, defund politicians, defund politicians, okay. Defund police, defund ICE, they'd be there. But they realize the far left radicals have taken over that whole thing, so they don't want their politicians anywhere near it for a photo op. Oh my goodness gracious, let's keep on going. These people are so easy to read, it's ridiculous. Visiting the state right now, although well-intentioned, puts a burden on local resources and does not support our colleagues. The city and the state government, local law enforcement, and most importantly, the people of Minneapolis. If you smell that or you hear that alarm, you stepped in a pile of BS, and that's the BS detector going off. Not my smoke alarm, which also happens sometimes. It's a cornucopia of whatever happens on this channel. Especially on the live streams. Everything else I can kind of control. Live streams, it's just, we're in this together. But, honest to goodness, am I over the target on this? Let me know in the comments, the chats, the emojis. They do make the world go round. Remember, you alone can make the notification bell get up off his butt on his mom's couch in his mom's basement and actually go out and do something once the Tostitos crumbs are off of his chest. All right, listen, people. I think I'm onto something there, but that's not all I've got for you. Right now, we have culminated in the appetizer for our shows, in our 4-course meal. And actually, I think it actually is 1, 2, 3. It's actually 4 courses. We got 4 different sections in this live stream. Much to do, so little time to do it. But I hope you guys are enjoying every second of this. I hope you feel like you have taken part, an active part in saving our country every single episode. Everything is sourced in the description box below, not only for your referencing, but also so I can avoid making retraction videos like I did earlier today. I'm going to beat myself up out of that one for a while. But anyway, it's part of being human, right? Now what we're going to go into is something that I am particularly cherishing. This part I really, really, really love. And the reason why I love it so much is because I'm going to tell you some things that no one else is going to tell you. I'm going to source it, and I'm going to show you all these different things. All of these things are what the Democrats are afraid of. You want to know why they're afraid of getting their pictures taken with all these rioters that look like this? You want to know why? The reason's real simple. It's right here. They realize what's actually happening to their entire brand. Look, watch this. This is the domestic migration. This is American citizens moving from point A to point B. Let me just point some things out for you. Trump won all the top 10, where all the population is going towards, and Kamala Harris lost, excuse me, the bottom 10, where the population is like, I'm out. Let me just run through them real quick. In the plus column, and by the way, just make a special note how many of these are swing states. North Carolina, Texas, South Carolina, Tennessee, Arizona, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Idaho, Nevada. Man, that's a lot of swing states. Bottom 10, Connecticut, Hawaii, Colorado, Maryland, Louisiana, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Illinois, New York, California. All but one of those are deep blue states. In fact, that's all the deep blue states, with the exception of Louisiana, and that's a whole different reason. I'm close geographically to Louisiana, and that's a different problem. But anyway, that's what you're looking at right now. Their entire brand is looked at as, ugh. They're an eye roll. No one likes them. Honest to God. Even Democrats don't like them. The big problem that they have is not convincing independents to join the Democrats. The big problem they have is the far left is annoyed at the middle left, and the middle left is annoyed at the far left. That's what you're looking at right now. There's a reason that the population actively leaves all of their states and actively goes to the other side states. I mean, like, if you needed any more evidence of this, I don't know how else to make it clear. Oh, yes, I do. There's even more tabs. Let's continue on. It's Saturday night. I've got to treat you guys right. All right. This one I found particularly interesting. And if you're not following me on X at Braden LOA, you have to wait until our 9 p.m. live stream to get some of these goodnesses. But if you just followed me on X, you'd know about this a couple hours ago. All right. So this map, Braden, I hear you already. Why are you talking about... I'm grabbing my drink like I'm going to drink something in the middle of talking. That's not going to happen. Why are you talking about an electoral college map? We are 3 years out from the electoral college. Only the lefties are talking about that. The hopium and the copium on that one's hard. Yeah, you're right. But I want to show you something. And this is all about that electoral college map. Remember the thing I've been telling you about consistently? The one thing, the big specter on the horizon that the Democrats literally they're terrified of? They don't get any sleep because they know it's coming. It's kind of like that scene in Star Wars where the Death Star is going around the planet. It's like 5 minutes till planet clear. Yeah, this is 2030 for the Democrats, okay? What you're looking at here, and I want to really drive this home, so let me hear you in the comments and the chat that make sure that I am correct on this. Well, not correct on this. Make sure I am landing the plane on this, because I want to show you this middle part of the country. This is really important.
If you want to learn how to edit really well from professional Hollywood editors,
yeah, Democrats is losing it. They losing their grip on your brain. You know, how much longer they thought they were gonna be able to hold on doing shit like this? Check it out.
Do facts make them violent?
Are you familiar with what the Apostle Paul had to say about homosexuality?
Yes, I'm very familiar.
Do you speak Hebrew?
I know a little bit of Hebrew.
Yeah? Do you speak Greek?
I know a little bit of Greek. I don't speak the full language, though.
Okay, have you read the Septuagint?
Yes, I read the Septuagint.
You read the Septuagint. Okay, you're familiar with the words used to refer to man and the words used to refer to boy.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we can go to them scriptures right now if you have your phone. Pull them up.
No way in hell.
So you're not going to pull them up. So you're going to come on and talk to me about scriptures, but you're not going to pull up the scriptures so I can show you the truth. You're not open. You're just coming to say something. I can quote you scriptures off the top of my head. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Homosexuals will not inherit the kingdom. Romans chapter 1, verse 18. It says that man exchanged the natural use of the man. Woman exchanged with the natural use of woman. They are given over to their lust.
She couldn't take it. She
that demon manifested, didn't it?
You need to watch this.
It seems I have taken myself down a very... Say it again. Every single Democrat voted against a tax cut. Every single Democrat voted to raise your taxes. Every single Democrat voted to raise your taxes because Democrats think that they and the government are better stewards of your money than the American people. Every single Democrat voted to eliminate taxes on tips, taxes on overtime, and taxes on Social Security. Every single Democrat voted against the child tax care credit. And I have to say it because I have to go out there and correct the truth with the other half of the truth. Every single Democrat voted against giving a 15% tax cut to families who make under $100,000, right? It's shameful. I mean, seriously. But I'll tell you this, our momentum won't be stopped by their unwillingness to stand up for the American people. Our momentum won't be stopped by the radical left or their paid protesters. Our momentum is just beginning. Say it again. Every single Democrat voted against a tax cut. Every single Democrat voted to raise your taxes. Every single Democrat voted to raise your taxes because Democrats think that they and the government are better stewards of your money than the American people. Every single Democrat voted to eliminate taxes on tips.
We back. We them going to just switch it up a little bit right now. You know what I'm saying? It's newer current events. That's current than the current events we had earlier. All right, that's what that means. If you know, you know. Let's go.
We're serious about economic growth. It is time to heed the call of business leaders. We're serious about economic growth. It is time to heed the call of business leaders, labor leaders, faith leaders, law enforcement, and fix our broken immigration system.
We have to stop illegal immigration. We have to.
Trump was elected in a landslide, in part because of a simple promise to all of you, the American people, to secure the border and enforce immigration laws. This is not extreme. This doesn't make us Nazi Germany. Those officers are not Gestapo agents. It is simple law and order for safety and security carried out to protect, in this case, the people of Minnesota. In fact, even President Obama argued passionately, see if it doesn't sound like Donald Trump here, in support of large-scale deportations. Take a look.
There are those in the immigrants' rights community who have argued passionately that we should simply provide those who are illegally with legal status, or at least ignore the laws on the books and put an end to deportation until we have better laws. Ultimately, our nation, like all nations, has the right and obligation to control its borders and set laws for residency and citizenship. And no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons, the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable.
They should be held accountable. It wasn't just talk. Obama deported millions and millions of illegals in this country, and not even criminal illegal aliens. Now, in 2015, he even honored Tom Homan, who is serving as a top ICE official with the government's highest civil service award for deporting so many illegal immigrants. Take a look.
Mr. Homan is the point person for cooperating with state and local authorities in corresponding with them, again, to achieve this level of cooperation to subdue the chaos on the streets of Minneapolis. And I would just point out that Mr. Homan is someone who has been lauded for many, many decades for his experience working in law enforcement. In fact, this is a Washington Post headline from 9 years ago, 2016. Meet the man the White House has honored for deporting illegal immigrants. And I would remind everyone in this room that it was former President Barack Hussein Obama who awarded a medal to Mr. Homan. So he's obviously very qualified. He has the full trust and faith of the president.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a little bit of that, and a little bit of this. We got here. Just gonna bring that up to the stage. You don't know what you do to me.
Hi, my name is Tami, and I would like to give you a few reasons why you should consider dating a young Asian lady. You can choose a potential spouse from Vietnam, the Philippines, Thailand, or Indonesia. The geography is boundless. Have you noticed that Asian women have become more and more popular? I mean that they are everywhere, in famous magazine, on Instagram as top bloggers, on the runways, and on billboards. More importantly, they are in men's heart. True, they are this popular because most of them have everything that an object of fascination is supposed to have: natural beauty, stunning bodies, and charisma like temper. Yes, these ladies are beautiful, and even you can't deny that a lot of men are physically attracted to them. Anyway, Asian women.
Crazy shit is I didn't even know what that was over there playing until I listened to it one day. I'm like, what the? These Asian girls got a dating joint talking about marry it.
It seems that this could stop local girls from looking for a foreign husband, but opposite attract. They like men from American countries because they are more ambitious, financially and socially responsible, and after all, they are just more rational. Lots of girls are dreaming of a good husband from America. So, what's the problem? Choose a dating site, a few weeks of conversation, personal meeting, and voila, a new happy couple is here. And of course, Asians speak English fluently. It's important, right? Yes. There are lots of translation tools to make a convo between foreign people clear. But it's always easier and more pleasant to have a nice conversation with a girl without a translator help. Have you ever noticed how the members of Oriental families treat
You be sleeping with the enemy. That's an attack right there, y'all. That's an attack right there, y'all. Right in your face. If you don't know, you don't know. I'm just saying. You can think it's just a normal dating site where you going to, I'm gonna order me a Asian girl, a Korean girl, whatever. And that's that. No. They're gonna learn you, they're gonna know you, they're gonna learn the area, they're gonna be sending that right back to the Kremlin. Hey, let's go. We gonna get back into the show. Get y'all updated on your boy Obama doing some more dumb shit. I ain't trying to curse too much, cause I ain't trying to keep getting violated on by YouTube, you know what I mean? Keep grabbing me by my collar, man. Come on, YouTube, let me go. Let me go. Let me do my thing. Let me do it. Come on, YouTube, let me do my thing, man. Yeah. That chicken and cheese. Give me that chicken and cheese, please. Let's go.
Great again. Getting a little spicy on today's show. Exposing it in broad daylight. We got a lot of Obama clips going viral for the wrong reasons. Why is Obama going viral still? Still relevant.
That's your boy Pretty Ricky over there on the screen running his mouth and won't let me get a word in edgewise. But being that he's the man with the master plan and all the clips that we about to watch, we gonna give him a special shout out and a like on this page. So let's go. Pretty Ricky, you may commence with your performance, sir. And I do declare.
Put in those files for a lot of individuals. The new files that just dropped, oh boy. And Bill Gates is in the files, and if you want to go on your social media pages, your X accounts, you guys, Facebook, Instagram, I just challenge you to type in Bill Gates or just type in Epstein. It'll probably be the first thing that comes up. Yeah, buddy. People ought to be walked out with their hands behind their god doggone back.
Let's investigate.
God doggone back. And I see a lot of the family, a lot of the patriots on the show saying, Rick, can we please get that hat? Can we please get the merch? Look, it's the new hats, the new shirts and hoodies. We have listed it, and then we took it down because it was giving us all kind of errors. So we're fixing the error in we're gonna throw a huge discount It's not gonna look like this though. This was actually sent in from my beloved family member on the show, Miss Beth. And I hope you and your family are doing well, Beth. If you are tuned in right now, I hope you and the fam is doing well, that you are staying warm, that you are in great health, that things are going well. I know we haven't talked in a good minute. It's been about a month or two, almost 3 months, but I hope that you are well, my love. And again, I love every last one of y'all, man. There's so many of you guys that love the show, that love me for who I am, you know. Hey, and there's a lot of people that are still here. There's some that have left. Some that have unsubscribed, some that say I talk too much, I laugh too much, they don't like my personality. Hey, it is what it is, man. Can't make everybody happy. But we are in this together, and we're going to continue to call this out for what it is, that we are going to seek the truth. We're going to crack jokes. We're going to have fun in this dirty world of politics. And hey, here we are. Let's go and jump in.
Through their work at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they've demonstrated how the most capable and fortunate among us have a responsibility to use their talents and resources to tackle the world's greatest challenges. From helping women and girls lift themselves and their families out of poverty to empowering young minds across America, they have transformed countless lives with their generosity and innovation. Bill and Melinda Gates continue to inspire us with their impatient optimism that together we can remake the world as it should be.
Wow. Just in 24 hours, this clip has over 40 million more views, likes, reshares are up in the thousands. Just in 48 hours, people have reposted this clip from 2010. I wonder why.
Were you admitted to any New York?
$627, $627.
They got problem calls, they can just go in. Yeah.
Hey, you got a key? Hey, you come out. No.
They got guns
Back
drawn.
up. No, you. Back up. No. Back up.
Hold up, man. It's crazy how they it's bizarre to me. People think they can tell cops what to do. I ain't even talking about the cops and her behavior. Look at that house. This woman has been hoarding. I don't know what. Look at this. There's stuff everywhere. That's a pigsty. What's that show on TLC? Hoarders? Yeah.
It's the wolf
think
cave.
I'll find a perfect. I think the Hodge twins have just found your next episode. This person will be perfect for your TV show. Containers, boxes, clothes, all over the place.
Hey, I said back up. I don't give a. Hey, stop. I'm about to tase you. For what? Back up. For what? Back up. I said back the fuck up.
Hey, Kevin, black woman, I think that's a black cop, black female cop against black Muslim. That is must-see TV.
Must see. You must see this.
You ain't gonna back up? To where?
And if you go to my YouTube page, you'll find it in the post.
Something going on. That's why the f I'm here.
Oh my.
Hey, everybody out this room.
Man, I'm getting
Everybody
claustrophobic.
Who you talking to? You're not talking to myself. Stop. Back the fuck up. Happy.
I'm posting that at the page so y'all can go see the footage of what you're hearing. That's at the Brando Nose. HGM. Let's go. She wild. She wild.
For what?
Hey, this is bad combination. You got a black Muslim and a black DEI cop. This is not going to end well.
All right.
Calm down.
Hey, what?
It's okay.
All right.
Calm down.
I ain't doing shit. Everybody out this room. Why the f is out in the hallway? It's something going on. I don't give a.
That's obvious.
She act like she entitled for real. She telling police, get away from she like she entitled.
Get the fuck out of my room! Right the fuck now! Not later! Not when you come out now! Get the fuck out now! I'm not trying to hurt this lady, and she won't leave me alone. I really wish you would even start. Yo, do my best.
Oh my God.
Yo, please keep away from. That's not your brother.
You touching with them hands.
That's your brother. That's not your brother. Hey, get the fuck out. Hey, be quiet. Be quiet. You in my place. I hate when you're here. Hey, nobody gonna come in here and tell me what the fuck to do. Nobody. Child, back up. You.
Were you admitted to any New York juvenile detention center when you were younger?
Yeah, we get back to that. Meantime, in between time, let's get back into this.
And often this argument is framed in moral terms. Why should we punish people who are just trying to earn a living? I recognize the sense of compassion that drives this argument. But I believe such an indiscriminate approach would be both unwise and unfair.
Oh.
It would suggest to those thinking about coming here illegally that there will be no repercussions for such a decision. And this could lead to a surge in more illegal immigration. And it would also ignore the millions of people around the world who are waiting in line to come here legally. Ultimately, our nation, like all nations, has the right and obligation to control its borders and set laws for residency and citizenship. And no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons, the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable.
Did I hear it correctly? Did I hear it correctly? Am I losing my hearing? Oh, Barry. Oh, Barry.
I tell you, you just can't make this up.
And is that you giving Tom Homan a medal? Ooh. Oh boy. Obama awarded Tom Homan one of the highest honors available to a federal civil service executive. Boy. Man. Record-setting approvals, removals, deportations. A medal with Obama. But with Trump, the same man, with Trump, right now, Tom Homan is a Nazi.
These are the 2 steps to naturally reverse ED and even increase your tool, according to this urologist. Number 1, stop taking Viagra or any similar pills. At first, they might seem like they work, but over time, they only help build up more toxins that block blood flow. They actually make ED worse because they spread toxins into your nuts. And the more that junk builds up down there, the worse things get. Number 2, use baking soda and coarse salt on your tongue to activate your tool in seconds. You probably already know about the power of baking soda, but when you combine it with salt, it creates a natural detox and boosts blood flow down there by over 100%. It's so strong that just a few minutes after using it, you can feel everything throbbing and ready for action. Dr. Julia Caldwell showed live on Shark Tank the exact step-by-step to make this mix at home. So you can get hard and be able to go 3, 4, or even 5 rounds in bed. And I've left the clip from the show for you. Click the button below to watch it while it's still up. When my husband tried it, in less than 15 seconds, he was so hard that in the middle of the action, I had to ask him to stop. If today you're dealing with low energy in bed or your buddy feels weak, just try this and see if it works for you too. You're going to surprise your woman in a way she's not even expecting. There are doctors charging a fortune for something similar, and she showed on TV for free exactly how it works. I highly recommend you click and watch. Tap the button below if you want to perform like an adult film actor today.
You see, you know, you see, we exposing it in broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
Every single time.
Every single time. Pretty Ricky.
And I love that Caroline Levitt pulled it out in front of everybody. She bought the receipts. I love when they bring the receipts because it seems like y'all forget. The fake news media, you so-called reporters, journalists, we know y'all is activists. We know the bias, the hatred, the fear-mongering, the negativity for President Trump. Y'all can't be fair. Y'all can't tell the god doggone truth, you know. But y'all all seem to forget. So I love when they pull the receipts out on y'all ass. Look.
This is a Washington Post headline from 9 years ago, 2016. Meet the man the White House has honored for deporting illegal immigrants. And I would remind everyone in this room that it was former President Barack Hussein Obama who awarded a medal to Mr. Homan. So he's obviously very qualified. He has the full trust and faith of the president. He will continue to have these meetings in the hopes that ICE and local law enforcement can cooperate and work together to have successful immigration enforcement, as we've seen in almost every other state across the country.
Oh boy, you just can't make that up. Want a good look at it again. Felt good, didn't it, Obama? Obama, it felt good, didn't it? Didn't it, Barry?
Yeah.
Smiling, feeling good. Tom Homan got a smile on his face. I mean, man.
Smiling.
And look, another clip
millions,
with over millions of views in the last couple of hours that people are reposting. Look, we have it all right here.
Yeah.
And I'm glad all these clips are going viral right now. And it exposes these Democrats, these hypocrites, these frauds, these hypocrites. You know, hypocrisy. Sweet double standard, huh? Exposing y'all every single day in broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
Because now all of a sudden Trump's the big bad orange man, threat to democracy, dictator, authoritarian. This is authoritarianship. Oh,
you're gonna get us all.
American citizens are getting deported. We've all lost our rights. Oh, Trump is destroying the country. Unconstitutional, unpresidential. Oh,
they running
everybody.
down.
Go get you a gun. Go do this, because ICE might be knocking you out, or knocking at your door and pulling you out your car, out your house. Oh, even if you're an American citizen. Oh,
even if you're American citizen,
get the hell out of here.
Shoot you while you're coming
The
up.
Bush administration has done nothing to control the problem that we have. We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders since George Bush took office. It has become an extraordinary problem. And
look at Hillary. Oh, hell. Look at Hillary. Look how she's looking at old Barry. Look at this. Look at this Democratic debate on CNN. On CNN.
The reason the American people are concerned is because they are seeing their own economic position slip away. And oftentimes, employers are exploiting these undocumented workers. They're not paying the minimum wage. They're not observing worker safety laws. And so what we have to do is create a comprehensive solution to the problem. Now,
and this is a fact. It's a common fact. It's known to everybody that used to have a job, right? Now, I remember when the money froze, when Obama came in there and he just stopped the raises and shit. Like, everybody was just stuck on a certain amount of money every freaking week for years. For like the whole 8 years he was in there, nothing moved. Nothing. But the illegal immigrations, right? My salary froze for 8 joints, man. I noticed it, man. So when they come with this whip, whop, the wham, boom, bam on Trump right now, it's crazy, man. We see through it, man. And we just want our people to see through it, man. You know? We just want our people to see through what they do, man. You know what I mean? When Obama was in there, I was saying that. Like, why are they letting all these people cross the border, right? Illegally, to come work next to me? Like, what's up with that? I'm in the construction. So, I felt it real good. You know, the last blast was when your boy Biden opened that border, man. It was a wrap, man. I ain't been to work since, B. And I got partners that ain't been to work since either. And we are professionals at what we do. So you can look us up at ydyrhomecot.com and get you some of that good old custom design on your home or your apartment. Let's get back into this.
I have already stated that as president, I will make sure that we finally have the kind of border security that we need. That's step number one. Step number two is to take on employers. Right now, an employer has more of a chance of getting hit by lightning than be prosecuted for hiring an undocumented worker. That has to change. They have to be held accountable. And when we do those things, I believe...
Is that Biden at the end? Yeah. See all them Democrats lined up? Yeah.
That we can take the undocumented workers, the illegal aliens who are here, get them out of the shadows, make sure that they are subject to a stiff penalty, make sure that they're learning English, make sure that they go to the back of the line so they're not getting an advantage over people who came here legally. And when we do that, I think that...
Make sure they're learning English. But when Trump said it, he's a racist. When we said it, we're racist, we're Nazis, we're fascists. You know, hey.
You ever been on a job with a person that don't know how to speak English, my man? It's not easy, man. It's pretty hard. So let's walk you through a day of something like that. Check it out. Here we go. I would show up at the job. Boom. No, first of all, my job was to build all restrooms. All right. So we going up 17 stories, or let's say every third floor you got to build a restroom. All right. These 3 units in there. And you know, when you go to the bathroom, you could use the toilet. You could literally flush these things, man. And you know, for some reason, people that was coming in, they didn't like that method. They like to wipe your poo-poo on you and throw it in the corner method. You know, like boom. So every day, every 3 floors, it'd be a pile of that in the corner. Who did that? So you run down on them. Hey, come here. Holler at you. Something. Check this out, man. Yo, look, man. You got a sign language this, because they don't capitulate. You know what I mean? They don't understand English. And I don't know what the hell he's saying to me. So you got to sign language to these guys. We in a professional setting, man. We on a job site, man. I literally got to stand here and fake like I'm wiping my ass type shit. Yo, when you do this, look, you put this in there, and then you gotta demonstrate go through the whole process with them, right? But guess what? They don't get it, man. I mean, they might get it, but they just ain't trying to feel that. They like, nah, I like that shit over there. Like, I like one of you little motherfuckers that have to come after me to clean that shit up. You feel me? Now, if you with that, you with that. If that's why you out there protesting because you want that type behavior to continue, that's pretty deep. No, even deeper than that. Deeper than that even. That's pretty deep. Pack them up.
I just don't get it. Somebody please come in here and slap me and make me understand. Please, somebody walk in here and just slap Rick upside the head and say, Rick, this how this how it works, sir. Maybe I'm missing something. Okay.
We can, instead of shedding all this heat, start shedding some light on the problem, and we can once again be a nation of laws and a nation of immigrants. That's what I intend to do as president of the United States.
Nation of laws, a nation of immigrants. You know, our president said the same thing. We need it, but we have to do it the right way. And even one of his constituents standing up on stage, they propped him up, asked him what kind of flavor ice cream did he like. Would you like chocolate today, sir? Vanilla? No. And we even added strawberry today, sir.
might be the only delivery service that actually feels chef made, because it is. This is Cook Unity, and if you're someone that enjoys delicious food without having to worry about grocery shopping, cooking, and cleaning, then you're gonna love this service, because all you have to do is heat up the meals in the oven or microwave. And the best part is new users can get.
Nobody use microwaves any longer, buddy. So that there was false advertisement. I mean, don't get it twisted. People probably do still use microwaves, but they shouldn't be. Because the gamma rays, unless you want to turn the Hulk, I wouldn't be putting too much of my food in microwaves. Get you a good toaster oven. You heard? A good one. Yeah, a real good one. Come on, man. Stop playing. Hello? Oh, yeah, we go. All right, we're going to get right back to the show right now. All right, cool. Pretty Ricky. Yeah. All right. All right, I got you. Yeah, say less. Okay. All right, bye-bye. All right, then, man. Goddamn. Don't beat it at the bush. Don't beat the messenger. Just
the wall. We have the. You gave us the authorization code, correct? You did. Okay. We're gonna sign it away. And you said what, sir? Or anybody? Is anybody? Are we doing anything at the border? No, not to. No, we'll worry about it later. It's wide open. And even Miss Harris, she says she won't be in today. Yeah, they said she is.
You said we ain't gonna worry about the border. It's already wide open. It was wide open, y'all. Y'all understand the implications of that thing, right? Wide open border. People flooding in, don't know who they are. Everywhere, all around the nation. Huh? I don't like that. I don't like it.
Is recovering. She's having a hangover. Yeah, they said she was laughing and she had took too many shots and she has a hangover. So yeah, no, she won't be headed to the border. We know she's the border czar, but
yeah, Kamala's she ain't going there.
No, we'll it's fine, and then we'll keep it wide open. You know, because we again need the people. We need things to come in. We need, you know, this will work out perfectly for everybody. Even the American people, even the taxpayers. You just can't make it up. What a disgrace. Damn, CNN, the Democratic debate. Look at all these frauds up on the stage. People ought to be walked. They all should have been walked out in handcuffs long got doggone time ago. And around this time, I was in elementary? Was I in elementary or middle school? 2000. I was a little boy. You know, unbelievable. I didn't know what the hell was going on in this country. What a disgrace. You know, 2013. Oh boy.
They've been robbing that long.
The President of the United States. I'm not the Emperor of the United States. My job is to execute laws that are passed. And Congress right now has not changed what I consider to be a broken immigration system. And what that means is that we have certain obligations to enforce the laws that are in place, even if we think that in many cases the results may be tragic. There are going to be some stories that break our hearts. And more importantly, we're going to continue to have an economy that is stifled by a really inefficient system where not only are we deporting folks, but we also have a legal immigration system that is so bottlenecked that it forces sometimes people into the illegal system.
Into the illegal system.
Were you admitted to any New York juvenile detention center when you were younger? You need to.
I sure was. And they did things to me, lady, that I would not like to remember. But now, if there's a payday behind this thing here, I can tell you they diddle with my diddler. Because I was a minor little boy, and they tell me they gotta go over there and strip. So you got to go over there and strip. take it down and take it down. No down deeper than that even. They say lift up your balls and cough. Yeah, they did all that. Yep. Bronx House of Detentions. Yes, ma'am. You got me. They got me back in the days, so can you help me out with that there situation that I might be incurring? No, you can't help me. Well, okay. Finish your spew. Get it in, we fiddle.
What a man's there. Female police officers, man. I don't.
All right, so they in here fighting. I don't know what's going on. Everybody just yelling. So they get the fuck out there.
Ma'am, you need to tell her what's going on.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
That look like Officer Tatum right there.
So why this room look like this? Or
So
just
she's
look like this?
assaulted me. She assaulted me.
How did she assault you?
She started grabbing on all types of shit. I'm trying to get my shit. I told her to leave my shit on. And she won't let my shit go.
Akil, put your stuff down. Yeah, sure. Put your stuff down.
So since she wants to put hands on me, keep her away from me because I don't want, if I hit her, I'm not going to jail for her. I swear I'm not. I'm not going to jail for her. I'm not.
I don't call cops, baby. I don't call cops. You see the lamp? Who did that to the lamp?
And fell and she be
lying ass.
Oh, listen to me.
Hey, you know what? Everything this child is how this child is behaving. She learned it from her mother. Yeah,
of course.
Obviously, I don't think they have a father in their life. That's obvious. Think a man's gonna stick around for that? Yeah, you think a man's gonna put up with all that stuff laying up all over the apartment like that? All that chaos?
These are the Hodge twin brothers. Give it up for them with the commentary. But these two dudes, man, they some funny style cats. Just listen to the way they talk about people sometimes. They make you feel like they think they're better than somebody. Check it out.
I would feel claustrophobic. I would be stressed. Just destroyed.
You understand what I'm saying? That's off the rip. Like, why you worry about what somebody's house look like, my man? Worry about what your house look like. Maybe they got going through something. They ain't feel like clean that shit up. It's their problem. But come on, my man. Your house probably look just like that. Ain't nobody seen it. That's it.
Garbage everywhere. Yeah.
Look.
I'm not gonna argue with you. Just get the fuck out.
Let me then.
Expeditiously.
I'm not
Get out. Get now. Get out. This is my mouth. This is my mouth. Because I can. Because I can. Simply because I can. You ain't making the situation better. Okay. I'm not trying to make it better. That's your job. And I don't give a my job. So get the fuck out. Shut up. No. I'm not going nowhere. That's shutting up. And I don't have to. Because it's my mouth. All right. Yeah, and it's my motherfucking room. All right, back up. All right, back up. What?
Okay, come on. Get him. Put your hands behind your back. No, she got you on here. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Hey, back up. Back up. Put your hands behind your back.
Back up. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Body slam.
Put your hands behind your back. You just want to do something.
Wait a minute, did you hear that black guy when they say, don't get your ass shot, mother? Man, this is just too much diversity. You need some white people on scene.
If you are hearing this prayer right now.
Yeah, you do need some white people on scene. Yeah, we'll get back to that. As we get back into this Don Lemon update.
Being arrested. This is a First Amendment violation, and there's a lot of factors that go into why this man was arrested and why the Department of Justice is proceeding this way in the first place. One of the reasons I'm going to play here, we've got a couple of videos I want to show you guys and give you an insight into what may be behind Don Lemon being arrested and how the Department of Justice sees he was involved. specifically this instance.
This is the beginning of what's going to happen here. When you violate people's due process, when you pull people off the street, you start dragging them and hurting them and not abiding by the Constitution, when you start doing all of that, people get upset and angry. And if you remember what the Civil Rights Movement was about, the Civil Rights Movement was about these very kinds of protests. And for some reason, in our modern era, people think that in order to have protests, you got to be, cordoned off to a certain area and, what time you can protest.
Screech, you do, Mr. Don Lemon. Supposed to be cordoned off into a certain area. Exactly. It's called peaceful protest, not run amok town, time, and all that bull that's going on. Like this right here, what y'all doing right there, Don Lemonhead Juice, is not peaceful protesting, buddy. That's rioting.
There's nothing in the Constitution that tells you what time you can protest. You can protest at any time. That's the whole point of it, is to disrupt. It's to make uncomfortable.
The whole point of it is to disrupt, to make uncomfortable.
There you go. Get his ass. Hello?
Have you ever wondered how the world's currencies are traded?
Did they get him? Yeah, they got Don Lemon. They locked him up. But then they let him out the next day, after he saw the judge. That type of situation, That's what he got himself into. He gonna wind up with some probation or something, He gonna hate the fact that he got probation. He wish they lock him up. He like, damn, I wanna be locked down. He wanna go to jail. Need some nice black boys. You ever been in jail? Man, when I was in jail, man, you gotta realize there's no women in jail. So if you see a girl in jail, just know that's a man. Because there's no women in jail. So Don Lemon should love it there. Yeah. He should have a ball. Don Lemon should.
That's what they're doing, and that's what I believe when I say everyone.
And that's what they're doing, and that's what I believe.
Has to be willing to sacrifice something. You have to make people uncomfortable in these times. If you see how uncomfortably and how harsh people are being treated on the streets, you have to be willing to go into places and disrupt and make people uncomfortable.
You have to be willing to go into places and disrupt and make people uncomfortable. Well, there are other constitutional rights that say, yes, you can do that, but there are certain places that are off limits. And we're going to get into this affidavit from what the investigation showed by the Department of Homeland Security and what they found when they talked to some of the people who were in the church. One of the many reasons there is probably going to be a lawsuit against multiple people who were involved in this situation, and most likely and most definitely one of the reasons why Don Lemon is arrested right now. Yeah, sounds like a lot of we. He was turning French real quick. And I want to skip ahead a little bit in this affidavit before we get into the full part, but listen to specifically what was said on page 16. According to the SPPD Computer Aided Dispatch, or CAD, we know about CAD here, we've covered it in multiple cases. Victim 2 broke her arm exiting through the city's church office door when proceeding towards the Saratoga Street. When victim 2 came out of the door and was running, she slipped and broke her arm. I believe this is documented in the broadcast described above by Don Lemon. Per the report, victim 2 advised CAD that they were terrorized. Our children were weeping. College students.
That means she boogied up out of there. She ran out. She saw them coming in. She ran up out of there so fast. She must have thought they was about to start popping the joint up or something. She ran up out of there so fast, she slipped on a piece of ice, fell and broke her arm. God damn. That's wicked, Don Lemon.
And young women were sobbing. It was impactful and will take time to work through. Victim 4 informed agents that members of their parish attempted to retrieve their children from the childcare area located downstairs, but the agitators were blocking the stairs and the parents were unable to get their.
That right there is grounds for elimination. You understand? Because you come in, you all riled up, you're making a whole bunch of rackets. You're doing this, you're doing that. And then you cut me off from my children. You wouldn't allow me to pass. Did I say more?
Children. Ooh. Wouldn't have been me. The church I go to, I remember the church I go to, they have certain security measures in place. And there are doors that are locked so people can't just go in and out. And if you need to get to your kids, you need to make sure that you go through certain procedures to get to your kids. And that includes passing certain levels of security. I remember the first time I realized that pissed me off and freaked me out. I'm going to be honest, because I say, hey, man, I should be able to access my kids whenever I want to. But as a part of security, the church has certain things in place. I cannot imagine if someone who was not a part of this church was trying to prevent me from getting to my kids. Lay hands on them in the name of Jesus.
Church would be over.
Of course, respectfully. Victim 4 recalled one agitator was threatening, aggressive, and intimidating towards parishioners. Additionally, the agitator was screaming and getting in people's faces, William Kelly, to include women and young children. The agitator continued to scream in the faces of young children while they were crying. Victim 6 thought to himself that this is what it would feel like to be in a mass shooting. Victim 6 recalled people shouting and running, children crying, as well as people singing and praying. Victim 6 recalled Kelly screaming, William Kelly, screaming, Nazi, in people's faces, in addition to confronting children saying, do you know your parents are Nazis? They're going to burn in hell. Victim 6 later stated protesters followed and surrounded them in their car and would not let them leave. Victim 6 informed agents that their face is on City's Church's website, and they are afraid people will try to come to their house at night. Victim 6 recalled his child stating to him, Daddy, I thought we were going to die. Victim 6 ended the interview and acknowledged that his children are traumatized. Yeah, no kidding. And this investigation was done by Special Agent Timothy Gerber of Homeland Security Investigation. Here's the full affidavit. Let's get into it and see what went down. Timothy Gerber, being duly sworn, hereby declare and state as follows. He's verified. Okay. He's got a lot of training. He's a smart man. The purpose of this affidavit is submitted for the purpose of establishing probable cause in support of the attached criminal complaint and issuance of arrest warrants against Nikema Armstrong. We've got Chantel Allen. I keep forgetting her last name. William Kelly, the woke farmer he goes by, and then multiple other people. We know Don Lemon's included in that as well. Here are the facts establishing probable cause. Let's get into it.
Watch what apples do to our body.
Trail mix.
First ingredient, peanuts. One of the worst.
It's a little deep. Let's get back into this because I want to see what the results was at the shorty over here wild out on the couch.
If you are hearing this prayer right now, know this. You are not here by accident. This moment has been appointed by God. I declare that heaven is attentive to you now, and peace is settling where anxiety once lived.
Okay.
Stay the back. Stay right
This
there.
is crazy.
Hold on. Stay back. Please, calm down. Stay right there. I will. See me? I will.
Get up.
Hold on. See.
Yes, she going. Get up.
You know what's crazy? If a male cop would have showed up to this, he could have de-escalated this. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Just with his presence. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, man.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, she going. She going.
What happened?
You going.
That's all she do, bro. She does it my whole
Get your stuff and let's go.
I'm trying.
Let's go. What else you need to get?
Look what she did to my
Let's go.
Man.
Can you fix me, please?
Too late.
This is a black neighborhood. Everybody come out that door.
Talking like
got a
that,
black
man.
face. They only sending black cops there too. Yeah, exactly.
Man, get back. I don't care. Get back.
But that's how don't do me like that. Don't say
Okay.
like
Don't interfere with what I'm doing.
I'm not interfering really.
Okay.
I should have been up there helping.
Is that your mom? Who is this?
They adopted me, I guess. I don't know. I
Man,
think she
look at
kidnapped
this
me,
place.
honestly.
She says the woman who adopted me, but I think she kidnapped me. Wait a minute. This might be a foster home. Yeah. They take in troubled kids and then the city, the government pays them, subsidize their care. Oh, yeah. That's probably what's going on. Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Hey, relax.
Hiya. I pressed it. You good?
Y'all
Well, she cool now.
y'all still.
Look at her hijab in her face.
How old are you?
She's breathing hard.
How old are you?
I don't know.
She said, I don't know.
Another black person.
Relax when you get jacked up.
How you worry about how many black people do you see, buddy?
Trump says relax or
talking
you will
about
get
that.
jacked up again. That's what
The
right in
Hodge
front of another.
twins. Y'all sound like y'all don't like black
This is
people.
why
too
people
much.
have a bad impression of cops. Hey, you better relax or you could get jacked up again. She's looking at the cop like he in the wrong. Yeah.
Hey there, landowners. Are you tired of paying taxes on your raw, vacant land? Did you inherit?
Relax.
You feel big, huh? You got a little bit, don't you?
No, I don't.
I can tell.
She's laughing.
But this woman, the way she's looking at her. Right, yeah.
I tell you, stupid.
I'm not your mama.
No, my mama don't like this. Let's go.
Your mama's the stupid one.
Wow, wow.
Hey, you got one
This looks like an extended stay. Yeah.
Clear.
10-4.
10-4. One black Muslim in custody.
You got any weapons or anything on you? Huh? What's that?
You can't frisk me.
Well, I want to be respectful. That's what I'm asking first. Yes, I can. I can search you.
No, you can't.
Incident to arrest. Yes,
No,
I
you
can.
can't.
Okay. Well, I'm about to.
You touched me.
I'm telling you. Give me your keys.
No.
Ma'am, you about to get put your face in the side of this fucking car. I'm not fucking playing with you.
Do so.
Relax.
You gonna put my face in the car?
Yes, I will.
Go ahead.
You need to relax.
Go ahead. Put my face in the car.
Give me that stuff out
Nope.
of your pocket, please.
Nope. I don't consent to a search.
It doesn't matter. You're
Oh,
under
well.
arrest. Incident to arrest.
For what?
Yeah, disorderly conduct, okay?
In my space.
Yeah. And a snatch away from the officer. And
In my space.
Okay.
I have disorderly conduct
Yeah,
in my own
'cause
space.
everybody knows.
Y'all
You got a
making up
point.
shit.
But Kevin, she was making the situation worse. Yeah, I know. So the only way they can diffuse that and get everything taken care of and get down to what's going on is by putting her under arrest. I don't think disorderly conduct doing in her own apartment, maybe disturbing the peace. Hey, Kevin, sit in your house and be screaming and shooting guns through your windows. That's disorderly conduct. Cops can come in your house and arrest you. He ain't shooting guns. She's just being loud. No, but the other person's trying to leave. And the other person's talk about being kidnapped, being attacked. You know what? You'll make a way better police officer than me. Shut up.
Anything on you I need to know about?
Oh,
Huh?
you.
Okay.
You.
Relax. Relax.
Don't touch me. I'm a female. I'm requesting a female officer. Your camera's on. I'm requesting. Oh, good. Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
do you have anything
Go
on
ahead.
you?
I'm requesting a female. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
Relax.
I'm requesting a female officer. And what you're doing is abusive.
Okay.
That's fine. Don't touch me. I'm a female.
Hey, lady, you
Yep,
working
you said
my
it right.
nerves.
Aw,
Yeah.
sadness and sorrows.
And your son
Who
about to
gives a
get his
fuck
ass beat the up too, so he's gonna run over there.
Your son about to get whooped too.
If he take his ass
I
over
don't
there.
think I'm supposed
The
to talk to
police
you like
say,
this.
and your
Hey,
son
they're
gonna
only
get his
human.
ass whooped too if he take his ass over.
They are only human.
He acting like he's tough or something.
Go ahead.
Y'all the really pissed
Y'all
me
the
off.
Copies off the chain.
Cause you pussy.
I like this guy.
Stupid grown ass folks acting like this.
Mother to you.
Bob will beat the out of you and your son. Don't with me, dog. Y'all some
That's what I'm saying.
y'all dumb as and all this shit being recorded too.
Good, so I hope I have the proof that I gave you, but I filed my complaint.
You have to do it. You can file whatever you want to file.
Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to say that you want to?
Girl, you ugly as. Why the f would I want to have sex with your ugly? You talking about? Stupid. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yep.
You twice my age acting like this.
This is so professional.
Dumb.
It's so alarming.
No, I act how people act. Oh, we did.
You're insulting the
We sure
man.
did.
You're insulting hate.
Girl, you just a worthless piece of trash.
And
What
so
you
is
is.
your mother. She should have swallowed you and spit you.
It's copies
No, my
growing on
mama
me.
produced a fine young man.
I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm doing a noble profession and doing something with my life.
Man, ain't that the truth? Yeah. I wonder if this is up in Minnesota and this woman's Somali. It's cold. Yeah. Looks. Yeah. Might be. Yeah. It's March of last year.
Yeah, you ain't nowhere near my mama's league. You out of your mind.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Like, that's when you're going to be alone with no trash. I don't do things like that.
I can't tell. My mama ain't got arrested. Dumbass. Well, she's not one dad either. I know who my daddy is. Your son know who his daddy is?
The police asked her if she knew who her son knew who his daddy was.
Of course, this guy has a father in his life. He became a police officer. Yeah, and he realized this woman is just nothing but daughters around her with no father, no daddy, no nothing. Negative epitomized, negative stereotype in the black community. Yep. And that black police officer, he epitomizes black excellence. Man, that was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. You know what he is? He's a king. Yep.
I don't know about all that, Hodge twins, but let's get back into the show. Ding, ding.
At approximately 10:30 a.m., a group of approximately 30 to 40 agitators working together in a coordinated manner, words are important,
Coordinated
entered the city's church
manner.
located at 1524 Summit Avenue in St. Paul, Minnesota. During a religious service and engaged in conduct that, as detailed below, disrupted the religious service and intimidated, that's going to be the key word, especially when it comes to the Klan Act and the FACE Act, harassed, oppressed, and terrorized the parishioners, including young children, and caused the service to be cut short. And forced the parishioners to flee the church out of the side door, which resulted in one female victim falling and suffering an injury. Statements made by the agitators at the church indicated that they targeted the church based on their belief that one of the church's pastors is a federal immigration officer. We're going to call him victim one. Prior to their assault on the church, the agitators met together in the parking lot. Don Lemon?
Yeah, Don Lemon.
Of a nearby shopping center and made plans for their actions inside the church. Some of the protesters also physically obstructed some parishioners as they attempted to leave the church and the adjacent parking areas. Some of the agitators, including someone we won't name, live streamed the agitators at a pre-assault meeting and conducted the agitators inside the church and after disrupting the church service. We know that's Don Lemon. Special agents with the Department of Homeland Security and Homeland Security Investigation and the Federal Bureau of Investigation commenced an investigation. Following the facts set forth, information learned during the investigation. Let's talk about Mr. Don Lemon, the poor, only a journalist, gay, black man. I'm just saying it because he says it all the time. So Like, y'all don't get at me for saying it. On Sunday morning, January 18th at approximately 10 a.m., Don Lemon began live streaming in the parking lot of a shopping center located at 1440 University Avenue. I've reviewed the pertinent portions of the live stream video. I used the YouTube closed captioning option to assist with transcriptions. Here's the pre-operation meeting, which is going to be important in a key process into indicting and charging Don Lemon and arresting Don Lemon. At the start of the live stream, Don Lemon said he just got into Minneapolis, and was there to speak with an organization that was gearing up for resistance and protests.
All right, look, I don't know who need to hear this, but my man.
Yeah, your man what?
Just tried that new 100 milligram generic Viagra for only 87 cents a pop from Friday Plans.
Yeah,
we
man,
was having problems in the bedroom, straight up, and it was messing us up.
Pause. Your man is a sedan imp. If you need this imp for the shit imp, you might get a win imp. Hold on. I gotta call him. Hold on. Hello? Hey, baby. Quick question. The lady said her man needs the Viagra pills. You know? Think I need to cop a couple? They're only 89 cents a pop. Say what? Hello? That says it all, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? That's why I love my baby. Let's go. Let's go.
I am informed that persons identifying themselves as resistance protesters have recently sought to disrupt ICE operations in Minnesota. Due to the presence of an American flag, Don Lemon noted, apparently in jest, that he initially thought the protesters looked MAGA coded, but he explained to his audience that the organization was in fact a group of resistance protesters. Don Lemon explained that the resistance protesters were planning an operation that Don Lemon intended to follow them on. Don's identified their operation as Operation Pull Up and identified their apparent organizer, Nikema Armstrong, aka Nikema. We're not going to get into that. And then while speaking with Armstrong, Don assured her that we're not
gonna tell,
not saying what's going on, but thank you. Tell us why you're doing this. Armstrong identified herself as a civil rights attorney and a longtime activist in the community. Armstrong said she does activism and protest in various ways. Armstrong identified this as Operation Pull Up, which she characterized as a clandestine operation. Armstrong explained that she and the other agitators show up somewhere that's a key location where the targets don't expect us to come there, and we disrupt business as usual. A church service, Nikema? Really? That's what we're about to do right now. We've had a lot of success with the times we've done Operation Pull Up. Armstrong detailed prior protests and stating, this is our next action to call for justice for Renee Good and ICE out of Minnesota. Don asked, how long do you think before the operation would take place? Armstrong replied, we've got to go now and get there. Don replied, we'll see you there. Don advised his audience that we're going to head to the operation.
Hey, Donnie boy, if you out back planning the robbery, right? They got the guns and you got the camera. And y'all rush into the bank. Freeze, put your hands up. Nobody move.
Game over.
Put the money on the table. Doberman Pension Gang. Grab the bags. Let's go. Huh? Ain't you a part of that, my man? You knew you was a part of it. And once again, let's find that footage when he was having a conversation with the district attorney about 20 minutes before he met up with the lady at the parking lot. Let's get on that.
Again, we're not going to give any of the information away. Don introduced someone who said he was out there to support the community activists Someone identified himself as a current candidate for Minnesota State District 65. Don felt it's important if you're servicing people in office, you have to be with the people as well. Based on my review of the other video evidence of the agitators' activities inside of the church, Don later entered the church as a part of the group's action. Okay, so Don didn't go in there first. We saw that in the other video. Don walked away from something to focus his attention on the other agitators and chant that Chantel Allen was leading. Allen's initial chants were, "This is what community looks like," and "Ice out." Allen then directed the agitators to respond with "of Minnesota." When she said "Ice out," Allen requested the favorite chants of local agitators. One suggested "Justice for Renee Good." Good was recently involved. We know who Renee Good is. Allen proceeded to lead the group in that chant, as well as say her name, which the agitators responded with "Renee Good." Allen described their reasoning for being out at the staging location, stating that they have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our change. Allen then stated to the agitators, you guys are sounding like Sunday morning. Allen continued to address the crowd in a motivational manner. Allen instructed the agitators to stay bumper to bumper, make sure everybody gets through the light, and we all have the address, right? Armstrong addressed the agitators and encouraged everyone to make sure they had the address. Armstrong also provided the following instruction. Remember, if you have anything that is activist identifying, do not wear it in. You're just going in to sit down and be a part of the situation. In response to a question from an unidentified agitator who asked if they should spread out once at the church, Armstrong instructed that the agitators should not sit together. Armstrong further instructed the agitators that if you have anything activism identifying, do not go in with the first wave. Wait until you come in with us, people of color. Oh, man. Nakima, come on, man. He said, we got to put the black people up first. Got to make Ben Crump proud. Don Lemon proceeded to move the camera away from the agitators and organizers because, as he explained, he did not want to divulge critical information about the operation that was being discussed at the time. Don Lemon went, or they're probably calling them Lemon. Lemon went to the crowd of agitators and organizers and
hold on, pause. We calling him Don Lemon Head Juice.
Proceeded to thank them for allowing them to be there. Based on my review of Lemon's stream,
Stop buying courses. Listen, I want to build you a Shopify store completely free, and I want to do it on a live stream. Literally, you click the link below. My brother Adrian and I, we are live streaming today, and we are building Shopify stores. And not only are we building them,
you liar. Once you go there,
I know that the defendant, William Scott Kelly, was present in the crowd of agitators at the pre-operation briefing led by Armstrong and Allen. Based on my review of the live stream video, Armstrong and Allen appear to be the leaders of Operation Pull-Up and the meeting of agitators that was described in paragraphs above. I believe Armstrong and Allen provided instructions to the group, led chants, and conducted interviews as apparent leaders of the organization. That makes sense. They traveled to the church. Don Lemon and his camera crew, along with the rear passenger, Michael LNU, last name unknown, entered the vehicle and to depart towards the location of the operation. Don Lemon asked the driver, you know where we're going, right? The driver said, yep. An individual who identified himself as Mark approached Don Lemon and thanked Don Lemon and introduced himself. Don Lemon advised Mark, you're on the right now, just so you know. So don't give anything away. A short time later, Don Lemon said, all right, we're behind operation. We got to catch up. Don Lemon replied, let's go catch up, and later advised somebody else and Michael, don't give anything away. Okay. On the drive to the operation location, Lemon advised his audience they are doing a clandestine secret operation. Don Lemon asked somebody they found.
Yeah. We get the gist of it, man. Don Lemon was in on the jokes, man.
Game over.
All right, man. You know, I'm on a 2-hour schedule here, man. So we got about another 20 minutes to go. And there's something else that I want y'all to see before we do disperse. Your boy Stephen A. Smith got into it with Jacob Fry. And that was epic. Check it out. Well, y'all listen to this. I'm going to bring up the footage.
Time over the airwaves of SiriusXM POTUS Radio. As promised, I've got a guest. Been waiting to talk to him for a little while now. He is a former civil rights attorney and the 48th mayor of the city of Minneapolis. It has undoubtedly been a difficult month for his city, so I'm grateful that he's taken time out of his busy schedule to join me tonight. Right now in attendance, Mayor Jacob Fry of Minneapolis. Good evening, sir. How are you? Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here.
Stephen A., thanks so much for having me.
First of all, Stephen A., don't motherfucking introduce homeboy like he's some type of celebrity, man. This dude is a crook. You know what I mean? Let's put it with it. Well, let's make it what it is. Your boy Jacob Fry over there still in with the immigrants, man. Come on, boy. Don't the great Jake. Maybe ain't nothing great about that boy, man. Don't play with us, Stephen A. Right. Somalia. She already know. You know what I mean? Get though. Shorty wasn't gonna hit though. That's one bit though. Gotta give it up for my though. Come on. Hold up. Pause. Hello. Yo, son, what's poppin'? You know, I'm chilling, man. I'm live right now, you know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just tune in on YouTube or something, man. All right, hit me back in a minute. I'm off in about 20 minutes. All right. Back to your scheduled program. Check it out. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna refresh this footage, but in the meantime, in between time, y'all can listen to this.
I want to ask you this. You heard that sound initially when you said, get the F out of our city. You said that to ICE. Obviously, they haven't listened. How would you describe the state of affairs today at this particular moment in time right now?
Things are chaotic right now in the streets because we've had literally thousands of federal agents come into Minneapolis, and the way that this operation has been conducted, at least to this point, has not been about safety. It hasn't even been about immigration. It's about creating what seems to be a political narrative about who Minneapolis residents are and what we're about. And at the same time, I'll tell you, I am inspired by like the tens of thousands of people here in Minneapolis.
I haven't heard from one citizen in Minneapolis yet. Have you? All I've been hearing from is these crooked politicians telling us how good it is when we can look with our own eyes and see it's nothing good about what's going on, brother. Nothing. Nothing at all. Let's get back to it, man. I'm located.
That are peacefully protesting on the streets. I'm inspired by the people that are dropping meals off for people that would otherwise be afraid to go outside and, you know, standing guard, watching over a church or a daycare. Right now, Minneapolis residents are showing up for each other. And, you know, that in and of itself is truly incredible. And so while these times are really hard, they're also momentous. And Minneapolis is meeting the magnitude of this moment.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body liner. Shake, shake,
Shake that.
The perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah. Don't y'all hate those commercials now they got? You can't even
What
fast
kind
forward.
of explanation
You know what I mean?
have you been
They're
given,
getting
if any at all, as to why Minneapolis was chosen as the city where over 3,000 federal agents would be sent to in terms of curbing illegal immigration and what have you? What kind of explanation have you been given?
Stephen A., I don't have much of an explanation, because if you cared about focusing specifically on people that are undocumented in our country, well, we don't have that many in Minneapolis, at least relatively speaking. If you cared about safety, well, hey, we're willing to partner on safety. In fact, we've done that in Minneapolis extensively. We've worked with the DEA and the ATF and the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office to successfully drive down crime. Shootings, for instance, on the north side right now of our city are at a record low. And so we do partner with federal agencies to drive down crime. What we won't do is partner on enforcing federal immigration law. Why? Because I don't want our police officers spending a father.
I want y'all to know who it is actually saying this crazy.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body liner. Shake, 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 Sinora.
The perfect.
And he don't want his people to participate. He don't want the officers to help ICE get the criminals nothing. Understand what he's saying, y'all. Understand what he's saying. And he's asking for help. Hold on. Here we go.
His kids off at daycare is about to go work a 12-hour shift, who happens to be from Ecuador. I want our police officers catching murderers and investigating crime and answering 911 calls. That's the basic work of being a police officer.
What about those who look at it and they look at it from this perspective? They say, okay, this Minnesota is a great state. You have state and local officials that are literally defying federal law. ICE is obviously a federal agency. The president is the commander in chief. He's handed down an order, and you have individuals, law enforcement officials, government officials in the state of Minnesota, in the city of Minneapolis, who are not willing to follow federal law. Even Trump just put out some post on his Truth Social platform where he's talking about your statement about not, being cooperative is defying federal law. You see the statement right there. Mayor Jacob Fry just stated that Minneapolis does not and will not enforce federal immigration law. This is after having a very good conversation with him. Could somebody in his inner sanctum please explain that this statement is a very serious violation of law and that he is playing with fire? What do you make of the statement from the president? Do you agree or disagree with what he's saying from a lawful perspective?
So I agree that we did have a productive conversation. I disagree that we are violating federal law. Here's how it works. In Minneapolis, we're going to do our jobs, but we're not going to do somebody else's job. Our job is keeping the residents of our city safe. Our job is making sure that our police officers are responding to 911 calls. We've
saying from a lawful perspective.
Officers, in fact, so I agree that we did have a productive conversation. I disagree that we are violating federal law. Here's how it works. In Minneapolis, we're going to do our jobs, but we're not going to do somebody else's job. Our job is keeping the residents of our city safe. Our job is making sure that our police officers are responding to 911 calls. So we've only got a limited number of officers, in fact, about 600. And their time is best spent keeping people in our city safe. Now, federal agents, specifically ICE, they enforce immigration law. And by the way, this is not a policy that is unique to the city of Minneapolis. This is a policy that has been followed, even in New York City now for generations, going back even before Rudy Giuliani. And the reason is that when something tough happens, when a crime goes down, we want everybody to feel comfortable calling 911 without the risk that they're going to get deported for doing so. And so to have that interaction with your local government is critically important. Otherwise, we're creating people that'll just be fugitives for their whole life that are not actually engaging with a system of safety in their respective cities. So this is not a wild policy. Again, it's not. It was even followed, by the radical leftist and Rudy Giuliani.
Define your definition, Mr. Mayor, of what a sanctuary city is and how you feel about sanctuary cities existing in this nation.
Well, there's this terminology around sanctuary city. Put that aside for a second. I'll tell you what we've got in Minneapolis. What we have is something called a separation ordinance. And what the separation ordinance says is that we do not enforce federal immigration law. We do not have our police officers, our public officials working with any federal agency on federal enforcement of immigration law. Now, we do work with them extensively on
That's
sorting out
stupid,
crime, on
man.
investigating murders and homicides, on driving down a narcotics trade. What the separation ordinance also says is that our police officers, our public officials, will not ask the question as to whether a person is documented or not. Why? We want people of all backgrounds to call 911 when a crime is committed. We want people to engage with their police department and feel the trust in doing so that they're not just going to get deported. That's actually a really important piece, not for purposes of immigration or politics. It's an important piece for safety in our city.
Talking to Mayor Jacob Fry from Minneapolis right here with Stephen A., straight shooter with Stephen A. I got to ask you this. When you talked about just illegal migrants in a city, people who cross the border illegally, that's what people call them. I want to ask you, how many do you believe you have in your city at this point?
He said that's what Stephen. Hey, he said that's what people call them. What you call them, Stephen? Because you're a flip-flopper, big dog. 1 minute you on this side, next minute you on that side, man. You're Stephen A. Eventually, man, you gonna have to pick a side, buddy. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Stephen A.
Give you a moment in time.
How many people that are undocumented are living in
Yes,
Minneapolis
sir.
right now?
Undocumented. Yes. Do you have any idea?
I don't know. I couldn't. I don't really have a guess as to how many presently are here. I do know that I think.
Screech. So the mayor's saying that he don't know how many illegal aliens he have in his town. Like, that sounds crazy. Don't y'all believe that sounds crazy? Like, the mayor don't know how many people are there. Like, the mayor, this is the person that runs the city. He supposed to know everything about the city, inside and out. If you don't, you're not really doing your job good. Because if I was the mayor, I would know everything about my city, man. Everything, man. I want to know how many people is in here. I want to know how many people is on welfare. I want to know how many people is in the sanitation department. I want to know everything about my city, man. So when you sit there and you say you don't know nothing about none of that, bruh, it's complicity that we call that. You little motherfucking pack 'em up.
That the federal administration just got it kind of wrong. You know, some of this is speculative, but I think that a month or two ago, somebody from pretty high up said, go to Minneapolis and arrest and deport a bunch of Somalis. And there wasn't adequate pushback on that directive. And they get here only to find out that the Somalis are here legally. They're by and large American citizens. You know, they got here on a plane. And so, suddenly they're looking around for, what to do next, and attention got redirected towards our Latino.
Hold up, man. See, this is where the confusion coming at, cause he would sit there and say they came here on a plane. What plane, man? What plane did they come in on, bruh? We need to know, because for one, we already know that they definitely was coming in on planes, man, but they was flying straight over the border, not being documented, bruh. So with the wordplay that they play with y'all, man, like, you really, really, really need to listen to what they say to you and come to these conclusions, because the man clearly said that he don't know how many people are there. Then he said they document. How do you know? How do you know? You don't even know how many people there, but you know they all documented and they came in on planes. What plane? What plane they came in on? Explain that. Don't just throw that out there like they came on planes, knowing that people think that mostly people that come on planes is legal. No. They came on planes, but they came packed in the back of these big army planes, and everybody, some of them was butt naked. They ain't had no clothes on. Come on, man. Sick of these dudes, man.
Community. I mean, here's the bottom line. If the goal is to go after murderers and rapists and people that have destabilized safety in Minneapolis, we're, of course, on board. But is the goal to go after someone who's been here for 29, 30 years, working as a baker? I mean, is that the goal? Nobody has ever come to me and say, yeah, that baker, the breads and the cakes, that's just a bridge too far. We got to get this guy out of here. I mean, nobody's said that to me. And so let's put aside, discussion about immigration and let's talk about safety. Let's talk about crime. Let's work on, that's what I would say to people. If the goal is to get murderers, the first question that you ask is not where are you from? The first question that you want to figure out is, did they commit a murder? And yeah, if that's the case, you arrest them, you prosecute them, you charge them, you put them in jail. We're all for that.
Is that what you said to President Trump?
In different words, of course. Yeah, look, I'll say we had a productive conversation. It was a collegial conversation. And I certainly expressed that we do partner. We do partner and we'll continue to partner. We'll deepen a partnership around getting violent criminals off our streets in Minneapolis and throughout the state of Minnesota. We had partnerships with multiple administrations, with the U.S. Attorney's Office that have been very successful in driving down violent crime. In fact, look, in Minneapolis, crime is down in virtually every category, in virtually every neighborhood of the city, and in part due to partnerships that we've had with the federal government. But no, there seems to be a shift to want to bring it back to immigration and ripping these families apart that have made Minneapolis a better place. And no, I'm not on board with that.
Are you of the belief that the DHS is not telling the truth when it says its objective is removing gang members from Minneapolis? When they say that, they verified gang validation charges, convictions, intelligence flags, et cetera, et cetera. When they say that's their primary focus, are you of the mindset that they weren't telling the truth, that that's not what they're looking for? They're just looking to grab anybody that they think has crossed the border illegally, and that's what this is about?
Well, if the goal is to remove gang members that have created chaos and violence in Minneapolis, man, let's do it. No objection there. We've had task forces that have been set up with the U.S. Attorney's Office, and I believe there was an attorney over there at the U.S. Attorney's Office that was the head gang guy that has since left. And so if that's the goal, hey, let's do this. But somehow I'm not sure that's the goal.
We're talking to Mayor Fry right here with Stephen A. on Straight Shooter with Stephen A. I want to ask you this about sanctuary cities, because Trump has been on the record, entertaining essentially compromising federal funding to a state like Minnesota, to a city like Minneapolis, and any sanctuary city. He's clearly targeting it from that perspective, and he's alluded to making sure that you feel the pinch financially, you or anybody else who is non-cooperative with him and federal authorities. Are you concerned about that? If so, please explain why. If not, please explain why not.
Of course, I'm always concerned about the financial well-being of our city. I'm also concerned about some of the unconstitutional conduct that we have seen in our streets. To be very clear, look, ICE has been around for a long time. ICE has operated in Minneapolis and virtually every city throughout the country. We're not talking about ICE doing normal ICE stuff. We're talking about large groups of federal agents just going through the street and indiscriminately picking up Latinos and Somalis. A pregnant woman was dragged through the street. A 5-year-old was detained. We've had 2 people killed, and Alex Preddy and Renee Good. This is not ICE doing normal stuff. And so we've got to just talk about the reality that we are seeing on our streets. And by the way, it's not just a lack of safety we're seeing. This is also bad for business, for people that care about the economy and business. We've had these amazing, long-standing businesses, these institutions in Minneapolis that have been hit incredibly hard because there's a lot of people, specifically people of color, that are afraid to go outside because they themselves might get picked up and their family might get picked up, even those that are American citizens.
Phrase. Show of hands. All Americans that's scared to go outside. I'll wait. Hold on. I want a show of hands of all Americans that's afraid to go outside. Show your hands. Put it in the comment. I'm afraid to go outside. As you do. Put it in the comments. I'm afraid to go outside in America because ICE is going to pull me over and ask me a few questions. Yeah. And if I resist, they might detain me for 2-3 hours. Yeah. Show of hands, please. Show of hands. Put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. That shit already know. It's your boy Brando knows. Let's go. Come on. Yo, Jacob Fry. See, I was a lonely man. Yes, I was. And then you came along. Yeah, now here it is. When them gunshots go off, cross your mind. Now mine is you take off flying. You ain't lying, it's war outdoors. Got the yours, getting mad, game books and chores. Round of applause, nowhere safe. Sitting in the window, get shot in the face. See it every day, struggle for life. Scared to use hands, get a gun or a knife. End up a life over simple mistakes. Cause in these United States, they don't give out breaks. You can play with those rusty ass weights. Yeah, little nigga, those rusty ass weights. 10 years down the road, feminine traits. Used to ride big bikes, now you like skates. Used to ride big bows, now you like plates. What a disgrace.
American citizens that have gotten picked up simply because they, looked the wrong way. And I mean, I think there is a broad recognition, and I'm hopeful that this will result in some action. But
I ain't hear none of them concerns with my people being picked up for looking the wrong way. Did you see this hoodie on my head? They used to say, don't wear a hoodie, man. You're going to get picked up. Nobody remember those conversations. I remember it like it was yesterday. So now that it's the illegal immigrants, the people that came over the wall, came through the Gary Dap and all that, made it to the shores, broke the laws, kicked them that came through the doors, got all the money and they paused, got the American people down on all fours. And now they mad because we sitting in the ice falls. Stop playing. And I want to see all these Americans that's down there protesting, man. Put it in the comments while you're doing it, man. Because you ain't got no reason, man. You just down there, man. You getting a check. You ain't got a job. Huh? Hello? Oh, Mr. President. Mr. Trump. How you doing, sir? Yeah, the show is going well. Yeah. All right, yeah, I'm going to get back to Mr. Fry telling all the lies. I got you, sir. All right, we on it.
There is a broad recognition that the status quo and the present status can't continue.
Man, Fry, I've heard people describe the killing of Renee Good and Alex Preddy as murder, flat out, plain and simple. I didn't hear those words come out of your mouth. I don't know, maybe I missed it or what have you. I'm asking you now, how would you describe what happened to them?
Well, look, I'm in a position right now where we've got investigations that are coming down the pike. We need to make sure that they're done fairly and judiciously. But, I mean, imagine for a second here if, with Alex Preddy, if that group of people that killed him weren't wearing uniforms. No uniforms. Just imagine regular activity on the street, no uniforms. What would you call that? And look, it is horrific. I want to make sure that a full and a fair investigation takes place, and I don't want to detract from that. We need justice right now. We need justice. We need truth. And clearly, we haven't seen that when you have a federal administration, people in federal government, jump to conclusions from the very beginning that, the agent that killed Renee Good was just operating in self-defense, and that, Renee Good was a domestic terrorist. I mean, we've seen how they've tried to.
She really was, big dog. And for you to act like she wasn't is a little crazy. Because you the mayor. And you supposed to be protecting and defending the honor of the people of Massachusetts. But you're not. Because the cartel in your pocket, they got you on lock. And I'll be right back. Commercial intermission. Let's go. Joking when I said it was gonna be a motherfucking winter wonderland, huh? Fuck this look like? That shit is a joke, man. See, I was a lonely man. Yes, I was. Shorty, till you came along. And then, yeah, now here it is. Yeah. Commercial over. Let's get back into it.
Paint Alex Preddy as well, and yeah, I've got a deep issue with that. These are our neighbors.
How are you feeling about Border Czar Tom Homan being sent to Minneapolis? Have you spoken to him, first of all? And how do you feel about his presence there? And Mr. Bavino now being gone and sent back to his regular post and what have you. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, we met with the Border Czar Tom Homan just yesterday, had a productive meeting. And so I want to obviously continue to work wherever we can.
It was productive until he left, and then you got right back on the same bullshit that you was on that brought them out there in the first place, right? See, talk about it, man. Don't just leave things out of the conversation. He said they had a good meeting, but he left out the fact that after that, he went back to doing what he was doing.
To draw down this operation, to end Operation Metro.
Yeah, you want us to draw down, but you want to amp up. You know what I'm saying? We drawing down and they amping up. Because they trying to undercut. They say they come to the table. Yeah, we're gonna stop doing it, but they not. Check right now. Just see them out there riding right now. It's in the middle of the afternoon, bruh. Is it? It's still in the. What time is it, man? Let's see. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. They's protesting already, man. Come on, man. It ain't nothing peaceful about somebody shooting a flashbang at you, bruh. Nothing. Not at all.
Surge. And I've expressed to him what I expressed to you, which is, look, of course, we are willing to partner to keep people safe around violent crime. But again, let's keep the focus on
violent crime. Listen what he's saying, man. Violent crime. So if it's not violent, it's all good. You know what I mean? Like non-violent. Let's just say non-violent. What is non-violent? You run in the store. Snatch out a whole bunch of stuff. You didn't threaten nobody, you just ran and grabbed something. It's non-violent, huh? Would you say that's non-violent? Or how about hopping the train? Or hopping the bus? That's non-violent, right? Put some more non-violent crimes in the comment section. We want non-violent crimes in the sections because that's what we can get away with. You know what I mean? Put them all down there.
We're all for reducing murders and homicides and carjackings in the city of Minneapolis. And I also made clear that we've got a separation ordinance in the city of Minneapolis. So we don't force federal immigration law. We do our jobs. We have a job to do. Our jobs as Minneapolis and our police department is to keep people safe.
But you don't.
Shake, Sinora, shake your body liner. Shake, Sinora, shake it all the time.
The perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
I put that shit on everything. You hear me?
So it's accurate to depict that what you're saying is you're not trying to operate against federal officers. What you're saying is that as you know, from a local and state perspective, you have your job to do and you're doing your job. You're not going to do their job for them. Is that the message that you want to get across as it pertains to dealing with ICE officials and what have you?
Yeah, generally speaking, that's accurate. We have a job to do. We've got 600 police officers in the city. They've got between 3,000 and 4,000 ICE agents and border control. Obviously, there's a massive imbalance there. And I need our police officers spending the limited time and resources that they have of responding to 911 calls and just doing the basic job of a cop. And by the way, they're doing it exceptionally well. I'm proud to work with our incredible Minneapolis police officers and people. Even some of the harshest critics of our police department locally have said, hey, you know what? They really have built out some trust. They are doing a good job. They are helping keep us safe and they're working together with us. You know, I've heard that quite a bit as of late. They're also probably seeing the juxtaposition between the conduct of our Minneapolis police officers and that of some of these federal agents because it's drastically different. And so we've got a job to do. We are going to do our job, but we're not going to do other people's jobs for them.
Last couple of questions before I let you get on out here, and thank you so much for your time. I mean, with the heightened tensions and armed federal presence that we've witnessed, I want to know, from an operational perspective, what's the plan to protect peaceful protests and to stop and limit the intimidation and the violence? Is there an operational plan in effect to curb, to sort of minimize that kind of stuff that we've been seeing?
We've got a massive plan that is in effect. I mean, Minneapolis, we didn't sit on our hands after 2020. We did a ton of work around emergency preparedness and making sure that not just our police officers, but our whole enterprise was well coordinated and communicating properly. And the message to people in our city has been very clear, which is, yeah, express your First Amendment rights. That's, one of the most Minneapolis things that they can do. Express your First Amendment rights, of course, document and record some of the activity that is taking place. But at the same time, continue to not take the bait. Don't take the bait. We don't want to give anybody an excuse to have an additional deployment of federal agents or even military into our city. We don't want to counter one brand of chaos with our own brand of chaos here. And when you've seen, again, Minneapolis residents step up by the tens of thousands to help people out, I mean, I've never been prouder to be from here.
Last question to you, Mayor Frey. When you look at this situation in its totality and the profound impact it's had, not just on your city, but on this nation as we've witnessed what's transpired, it's obvious what you're hoping for. But knowing who you're dealing with, from the Kristi Noems to Tom Homan to ICE agents themselves answerable to those individuals, to the President of the United States that you were just on a phone call with today, what is your expectation moving forward for the immediate future?
Look, I've got hopes and I've got expectations, but I want to see it. I want to see a drawdown of this massive deployment of federal agents. I want to see the conduct change so we don't have these crews of federal agents indiscriminately picking people up. What I'll say is, look, I am hopeful. I'm always hopeful that we can make a change here, and I'll believe it when I see it.
Mayor Jacob Frey, Minneapolis, Minnesota, thank you so much for your time out of your busy schedule. I know you've got other commitments to go to. Just know anytime you want to talk, anytime you need a platform, you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Stephen A.
With that being said, it's your boy, the Brando Knows. And I'm gone. Peace out.